Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here.
You see it too?
So after kicking off the summer movie season, I am finally going to be giving you guys some new summer movies, and I don't think you can get more summery than this film. Based on the favorite and popular television show from the 1990s starring David Hasselhoff and Pamela Anderson, amongst others, we get the brand new movie-adapted version of Baywatch. When I found out that Baywatch was coming out, the first thing I did was laugh, because I thought that it was one of the most pathetic things that I had ever heard. But then they started putting the cast together, and you saw names like Dwayne Johnson, who is one of the most likable men in Hollywood right now. Zac Efron, who has surprised the living hell out of me since he's really started to take on really great comedy roles. We also had Priyanka Chopra, who is on the hit sensation television show Quantico. And then a couple of other things started showing up. We had the director, who is Seth Gordon, who is the director of one of my favorite and probably one of the biggest surprises in movies of my time, and that is the comedy Horrible Bosses. If you haven't seen that movie, you have to. I'll even give you guys a link to my review from way back in the day if you want to see some vintage Lawn Gnome. And when I actually went to go see the movie, I saw Ivan Reitman's name pop up as one of the producers. Yeah, you know, Ivan Reitman, he made a really legendary comedy film called Ghostbusters in 1984, and is also responsible for being the producer and sometimes even the director of some of the greatest comedies of all time, like Animal House, Stripes, Private Parts, and even one of my cult favorites, Eurotrip. So with all of these people in the lineup, I said to myself, I may actually enjoy this film. And I will definitely agree with what the YouTube community has been saying. It is not a good movie at all. To me, it kind of reminded myself of how I felt when I went to see the Farrelly Brothers movie depiction of the Three Stooges, which was also not a great movie, but the guys that they chose to play these legendary characters of slapstick comedy, I just walked out of the theater having a good time, and that's how I felt about Baywatch. It was fun, it was entertaining, it had some really funny moments, and the cast, you could definitely tell, was having a great time. Dwayne Johnson and Zac Efron played off each other beautifully. Their comedic timing was spot on. Dwayne Johnson just oozed with charisma, and not to mention Zac Efron did as well. And the other cast members like Alexandra Daddario, John Bass as the tech goofball Ronnie, they were just fun to watch, and everybody just seemed like they were having a good time. Not to mention a cameo thrown in by Pamela Anderson and the Hoff. I mean, you were just gonna know that even if the movie was not gonna be good, you were gonna have a fun time. The comedy had some really great laugh-out-loud moments, although I will say one of the things that I was not too thrilled about was the fact that there were a lot of in-your-face penis jokes and some very crude humor that was not in the Baywatch show at all. And I didn't even watch a single episode, but I know a lot of people who did. And I don't think this movie was even meant to be true to the TV show, just the name itself. But the gross-out moments just really didn't need to be there, and I have seen so many movies that have those moments, going all the way back to There's Something About Mary. I mean, they used to be a little bit more tasteful back in the 80s and early 90s, but nowadays it's just in your face, it's out there, and it's just sometimes grossly inappropriate. And even though I did laugh at a couple of those moments, I was just saying to myself, and my wife, who did want to come see this with me, that those moments were just wrong. But the movie was entertaining. It had comedy, it had action, it had a great cast, it was just flat out fun. And I will just say that if you want to go to the movies and just have fun, or maybe if you just smoked a bowl and you were bored as crap and you have no idea what to do with the rest of your afternoon, go see Baywatch and have a good time. Bring your friends, bring the popcorn, just have a fun time and switch off your brain for 90 minutes. This is not a movie that I'm going to want to see millions and millions of times, but I will definitely say that if it is on HBO and I just want to waste a couple of hours, I will probably sit and watch this movie again. again, because I just will not forget the fact that I had a good time. Is it a movie that I want to own on DVD? I think I just answered the question throughout this entire review. No, I don't want to own this movie on DVD because I just don't think that it's worth it. But am I happy that I saw this movie in theaters? I will just say it was nice to get a good laugh. I'm going to be giving Baywatch 2 stars out of 4. I would have given it 2.5 if maybe we got a cameo from Nicole Eggert and Yasmin Bleeth, but you know what, a guy can only dream. But anyway, that's my review for Baywatch, everybody. Please put your comments in the box below. Let's discuss Baywatch, and I will see you in the next one. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. If you're new here and want to see more of what my channel has to offer, please click on the link to my last video, or hit that subscribe button to be kept up to date with all of my uploads. Content of all sorts is posted here quite often, so trust me, you do not want to fall behind. I will see you in the comments, and actions speak louder than words.